hello. Welcome to
Hi,
Knitting Around LA.
hi, I'm Judy from Knitting Around LA.
I'm
And
Julie. Now, today we're recording. We're not live. And so we're with Annette Corsino Blair and the Knitting Tree Los Angeles. And so,
hi, Annette.
Hi, how are you?
We're fine. How are you doing?
We're doing great. It's been a bit of an adjustment this year, but it's been really great. We've had tremendous support from our community, and it seems like a lot more people are knitting and crocheting, so that's really exciting.
Oh, the
Oh,
shop
yeah.
is beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
yeah, we haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
been what, a couple of years since you've been here?
Yes.
Maybe?
No,
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
been a while.
Yes.
couple of years. I can't be that long.
Don't forget, we've lost the entire year.
Yeah,
So,
that's true too.
so it's been a little while.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Well,
it's nice that you're back. Thank you.
Yes. We would love to come in person,
I know.
and we will
Mhm.
when we can. But I get your newsletter. We follow you on social, and
Mhm,
so we
wonderful.
have noticed that you guys have really done a good job keeping up your community, and really putting in an effort to keep your community thriving during this.
Well, for sure.
No contact. Yeah.
No, the community is our rock. I mean, here, so much of our store is about the extended community, and like I said, they've just come forward. I've had people come in and volunteer in the store, and like, what can we do? Calling up, can I have a gift certificate? How can we support you? So it's been really nice, and we've been trying to give back and saying we're here for you. We're still here to support you in knitting and crochet and in life.
Yeah.
We're all going through this together.
Yeah. You recently had the second annual Rhinebeck West, and did you actually have booths in the parking lot for
We
that?
did. We got in a
That's
little trouble with
amazing.
our landlord, but
Oh.
we did it. We had about 10 vendors. They were all local LA people, which is what our goal was in the first place. And we had, each person had a tent about like 10 or 12 feet apart. And it was really nice. People were super respectful. At first we were thinking, oh, well, we can't do this. And like, yes, we can. We're all grown-ups. Wear a mask and don't be silly.
Mhm.
And it turned out really nice. And I was super happy that we were able to do it again. And, we had people through here, but like I said, everyone was being super respectful and, keeping their social distance. And, a lot of people, they came out and they said, this is the first time I've been out of the house. And thank you so much for doing this, because I sort of feel normal again.
Yeah.
So we were really grateful for that. And it turned out to be a great weekend, and everyone did well.
Yeah.
So
Good.
we were happy
That's
about that.
great to hear. And you did have a virtual vendor component of that.
We did.
Yeah.
It was all new territory, and it was a little challenging at times, but I think if we do it again, because who knows where we're going to be next year.
Mhm.
I think the virtual world in our community is pretty much here to stay.
Yeah.
So you have to make adjustments and just make it a part of everything. The cool thing about it is, since we've been doing more virtual things, we have people taking our classes from all over the country, and I've been sending out our online orders to Utah, Louisiana, to New York, and it's just been it's kind of brought us all together. It's really nice.
Didn't you have a student from Queens?
Yeah, we had a student in our we did a weaving class last week, and she was from Brooklyn, not Queens.
That's great. Well,
and she was great. She was like, I feel like I have to come out to LA and see you guys now.
Well, yeah.
So that was really fun.
Yeah, that's great. Well, and the thing with the virtual classes, because I did a Stitches at Home virtual class, and one of the people, a participant, mentioned, so people with mobility issues and far away,
Yeah.
One woman was saying, I had to stop coming because I just couldn't make the trip anymore, but
Yeah.
now I'm back. So
Yeah.
it
And it's
actually,
not just mobility, it's people who live out in the middle of nowhere who have,
right,
the only yarn stores they have are like a Hobby Lobby or a Walmart. And,
yeah,
Right.
to be able to talk to them about, high quality fibers and, it's really nice. It's
Yeah.
nice to be able, it's kind of opened us all up into, the whole world really is
yeah.
at our fingertips now, which is
Well,
nice. It's a
and-
very exciting time.
Yes, and I know, yes, it actually is opening up possibilities that
Mhm.
we may not even realize, we'll be realizing for some time to come.
Yes.
But
yes,
even
we
for
sure will.
Judy and I, this actually gets us to be able to meet with people that
Mhm.
before it would have been really a lot more challenging, like to meet with our friend Brescia in Santa Barbara.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So doing this online is it's been an adjustment, but we also really are enjoying it. And
Yeah.
and we can see you and we don't have to fight traffic.
I
Right.
know. I'll tell you, since COVID, traffic in LA has been so different. I just love it because don't forget, I come from Pasadena, so
Long
it's a bit of
drive.
a hike.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
didn't even
drive.
know you. I didn't know you lived that far away. But that's
Oh
one.
yeah, I lived in Venice for years, and I married my lovely husband, and I went to Pasadena.
Oh, and Pasadena is a nice place to live.
It is. I love it. Are you kidding? I love it.
Oh yeah.
It's still very small towny, even though you're right up against a big city, big hubbub.
Yep, it's true. So, like we both said, the shop looks great.
Thank you very much.
And let's get to what people really want to know about. You mentioned a lot of kits. So can you show us some of the
Yes.
kits?
The kits are online if you want to see our kits.
Okay.
Now, this is one thing that has been really great is that we've partnered with several companies, Barocco, Earth, Trendsetter,
Mhm.
and they have been doing drop shipping for us.
Oh,
So we don't have lots in the store, but we're able, I have kits in the store, but we're able to offer a lot more online with those partnerships. And we're really, really grateful for Barocco, Lang, Lana Grossa, Trendsetter,
mhm.
and Earth. They've been wonderful.
Well,
So
that is great.
we're really grateful for them. But
Sorry,
I'll show you
Judy, go ahead.
I'll show you what we have in the store because we still have a lot of stuff here. Okay, well, the latest thing we've gotten in the store are these Outlander books and kits. And have you seen them?
Not in person.
Oh, they're so fun. All of the patterns are based on the Outlander designs, when she was in the present, well, I guess it would be the past and the really, really past. So I read 7 of the books. I think there's only 8. And so it was really exciting for me to get those. One of my favorites is the Outlander arm warmers. They were Mrs. Fitz's arm warmers, and they're made with a really beautiful yarn. It's made in Italy. It's from Trendsetter. So Trendsetter was, they have a bunch of designs in this book. So Trendsetter is the exclusive distributor of these books, and they're not just the designs, but they used Trendsetter yarns and Lana Grossa and GGH and everything they distribute in here. Like this one is the a big squishy cowl, and this yarn is from GGH. It's Andiana, really beautiful. Now, if we don't have it, the great thing is I can call up Trendsetter. They're out in the valley, and they will mail it out to you, or they could bring it here to the store. They've been so wonderful, and it's really great. We're so lucky here in LA to have Trendsetter here that we can just call them up and say, "Hey, can I drop by? They're out in the valley." And it's been really great. Another one, I love this little capelet. This one is I forget the name of it. The Gathering cape. Oh, The Gathering in the
Oh.
books. Nice. And of course, you know, Sassenach and Jamie are super hot together. This is one of my favorite too. Look at the lace on that. And this is made with cashmere light or cashmere fine, I'm sorry, which
I
is
love that.
so beautiful. And these are all the colors it comes in, and it comes with these really nice labels. You do have to get the book to make any of this stuff, but the book is really worth it too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's that.
Wait,
Do you want me to-
Annette,
What-
before you leave the Outlander, what range of weights are those yarns that you've showed us? Are they?
Anywhere from fingering to super chunky.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so and it's beginner through advanced knitter. So you will find something in the book that you can make.
Have
These-
you? I was
Go
going to
ahead.
say, you know, with kits, have you found more demand for them now because of the
Absolutely.
stay
Yeah.
at home pandemic?
There's a couple of reasons for that. One, people have no bandwidth left. You know, between what's been going on in the country and COVID and having to stay home and teach their children and work from home, people do not
Mhm.
want to have to come up with a project themselves. That's why you find like knit alongs have been really popular, the kits have been
Mhm.
super popular because, and we even hone it down even further, because what we'll do is we'll take a kit and we'll offer, these are the colors you can pick from. Instead of 35 colors, we'll pick 6 to 8 of our favorite colors and in all the sizes, so you can pick from.
So tell me, if someone who's watching this video says, "Wow, you know, I'm going to go on the website and I want to look for some of these kits. I love Outlander. I love you know those designs and the yarns look fabulous, but I'm really a novice knitter."
Mhm.
Or do you designate kits that someone could pick and say, that's a good one, you know, this says beginner?
Yeah, I can
or-
for sure help you through that. I mean, a lot of Barocco's patterns especially are very beginner friendly. And they often have, you know, a range of patterns. Like here's a top. This top we'll have it in knit and we'll have it in crochet. So that's nice too, is we can offer to, you know, both.
So
Oh,
if,
that's
you know,
great.
yeah, because so someone who says, I don't knit, but I crochet can find,
I can help you with that.
all right, that
Yeah.
sounds
And, you know,
wonderful.
And I tell people too, if you don't see exactly what you're looking for on our site, call me up and I'll work with you. We can both go on Trendsetter's site together and look for something, you know, maybe a color you like better, maybe a yarn you like better. That's one thing that we have been really committed to, is helping you find your project.
That's wonderful.
Because we know, like I said, people don't have the bandwidth to do what they used to do anymore. There's just, I mean, we're completely on overload. And now we have the
Yeah.
holidays coming up.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh
it's
my
crazy.
gosh, that is just
Yeah.
the absolute truth, because
Yeah.
the stress of these months and
Mhm.
in recent time, I think have really pushed everyone to the
Oh,
brink.
it's crazy. It's crazy. Everybody I know is at some kind of breaking point. What saved me is this place. It saved me is helping people, is saying we're here for you, to offer that support that people are not getting right now. And they're solitary in their homes. And yeah, you can do Zoom, but you can still come in here and
Yeah.
shop.
Yeah.
And, you know, as you could see in the shop, we have 1,500 square feet. So I've been able to offer classes here too. And,
Oh.
you know, if I'm offering a beginning class, I can put a person at each table and still be safe.
Yeah.
And, you know, we have our hand sanitizer. We make sure everybody washes their hands and wears a mask. So we're real sticklers about that too.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, that's good. That's great. Well, it's all great. I mean, and the thing about the kits is, for a long time, we couldn't go to stores. And so you can't go and browse. And,
Right.
you know, maybe you have a relative, someone in your home who is really high risk. And so we're not necessarily going to go, you know,
Right.
just go browsing like we used to, willy-nilly all over the city. And but it's great that you guys are there. And
Yeah. And we're also offering curbside pickup.
yeah.
If you don't want to wait, you can go on our website and look at something with the exception of a lot of those, the kits from Barocco and Earth and such, and just come pick it up here.
People can
and I will,
FaceTime you.
yeah, people can FaceTime me. I just say, call me when you get out in the parking lot, and they pop their trunk and I put it in the trunk.
All right, so show us more of what you got.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So along the lines of Trendsetter, they came out with this new yarn. It's called Skaha, which is another one. It's not a kit, but with one ball, they offer you a free pattern booklet that you can make a hat and a scarf with the same ball. And this crazy yarn, I just love it. It's a chainette construction, but check it out.
Oh,
You've got this incredible ombre, and then it's stripes. So with one ball, you can make a scarf and a hat.
and that's a
That's
generous scarf.
Very generous.
You
And
could
it's got-
widen it and make a shawl.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you look on Trendsetter's website in their free patterns, they have a Skaha pattern book. So there's all kinds of different hats and scarves. You can see here with all the different colors.
So it's not just one hat.
Yeah,
No,
they're
you
beautiful.
get, these are all the hat patterns you get.
Oh,
It's crazy.
I
right?
love the colors are beautiful.
And the colors are fabulous.
I just got the Trendsetter email with this today, so I'm very happy to see this because I didn't know what it was.
Look at that one.
Ah,
Oh, wow.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, that's stunning.
I'll tell you, Trendsetter and Barry over there, they have been on it. They have come up
Yeah.
with some really beautiful yarns lately. And
Can we see that a little bit close up? Is that a,
it's like a rib basket weave.
ah,
geez, that's fantastic.
Isn't it pretty? And look at the colors.
Take it all the way to the bottom.
oh
What?
no.
Yeah, just hold it up. There you go.
Yeah. Wait. This is my new favorite. Now,
Looks kind of like, is it done on large needles?
yeah, it's chunky. So you can do it on like a size 10.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Love it.
Need a fast gift for the holidays? There you have it.
Zoom is going to kick us out. So
And it looks like you've done so much more. I love that. I love when you can have a project that looks like you just knocked it out of the park and all you did was knit.
okay,
okay.
so we're going to run out of time. Show us
okay.
a couple more things, and then I'll give you a heads up when we need to wrap up in the last 2
Okay.
minutes. That's
Okay,
that's
This
beautiful.
is one by that's been really popular. It's called Allegra. It's by Lana Grossa. It is a super bulky. So this, you can make this jacket in like 4 days, and it's super fun. I love this jacket. Can I try it
I
on for you?
love it. I saw
I'll
that
show you real quick.
online or in your news, and I love the look at the colors.
Isn't that fun? This is like for LA, this is the jacket you put on. You know,
Yep.
I'm going running out for here, I'm running out for there. I can
Yep.
put on a different skirt and dress it up.
What
Yep.
what
I
is
love
the yarn made of?
The yarn is wool and polymid. It's 52 merino wool and 48 poly.
So it's
Very
polyamide
cool.
polyester.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now there's different kinds of polyester too. I want to show you this other yarn that I love. Come on over here. This is a new one from Lang. It's called Neon. And it is so fun. 50% made from recycled bottles. So
Geez,
it's,
that's great.
it's post-consumer plastic or polyester. That's what they call it. Post-consumer polyester. The colors are amazing.
What's the other 50%?
It's wool. Yeah. So this is a sweater. I literally made this sweater in 4 days. It's made on a size 17 needle. And then we have Freddie teaching a brioche class, and he did 2 different colors, which is super fun. Okay.
Same yarn.
Same yarn. I love
Is it
that.
washable with the 50 poly in it?
Yes.
That's great.
This is a yarn that I dyed. I don't know if you know, but I do dye yarn. We call it the Blossoms Collection.
Oh.
And this is called Chiapas Dress. And the pattern is Suzanne Nielsen's San Diego. One skein fingering weight project. I love it. So much fun. It's all short rows, but you memorize the pattern in like, a couple of different
wow.
sections.
The shawl has that, what's it called, an eyelet in there? Right there?
Yes, honey.
That's cool.
Oh, doesn't
Okay.
Bruce knit yet?
Bruce knits, yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
already forgot how. She
Oh, and
taught me how
Annette-
to knit and crochet, but it's,
Oh,
I
Annette,
don't keep it up.
I want to see that new color you have. The I told you so.
Yeah, well, it sold out yesterday, so I don't have it.
She
I-
posted the picture.
I posted
Get
the picture
out.
and it all got bought. I was totally going to show you, but I can show you some of my other colors.
oh, yeah, yeah.
I wanted
It's hard,
that
it's
told
hard
you so.
finding dye time for Annette because she's pretty
Yes.
much here by herself most of the time.
So this is one of my new favorites. It's called Vintage Appliances. I like that one. a
That's
lot.
beautiful. Who's,
And then this is another favorite called Party on Fire.
is that yours?
Yeah, these are stuff that I've dyed.
Oh,
This label is Annette's
wonderful.
label.
Yeah, Blossoms Collection.
well,
Blossom's
that looks
collection.
familiar.
And then this one I love too. This one is called Phosphorescent Sea Garden because it reminded me of those phosphorescent, what's her faces under the water.
Sea creatures.
Sea creatures. This one is Galaxy. This was a colorway that my daughters and I, they came up with it and then I dyed it. And I'll show you real quick over here. We
God,
were
I'm
doing,
tempted to buy yarn now.
I was dyeing for a Stephen West Triangle Parade. So my daughters came up with several of the palettes and then I created the yarn to go with it. And this is one of them, which
Geez,
I
that's
absolutely love.
fabulous.
I love
Isn't
it.
that fun?
It's all your dye
Anyway,
yarn.
yeah, that's all
Got my
I got.
favorite color in there.
But I want to show you some of our things we got for the holidays. Some,
Okay.
Please do.
Are-
Let's see them.
can we be done with yarn right now? Or
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We
We have
got 5
time? Okay.
minutes left.
Oh, a 5 minute. Okay, this is another kit too from this is a dish towel kit, which is really fun too. I love these. This is
Oh.
Sestari yarn, and they are
cotton.
US. It's cotton. It's from Virginia. So anyway,
So
are
the
those
kit, you get
cotton?
reversible hand towels.
Yes, you do.
We
Are
have them
they-
in our kitchen.
Annette, are they cotton?
Yes, they're cotton, 100% cotton. Like I said, Virginia wool, Virginia
Nice.
cotton, and then
Okay.
we also have a wool cotton blend from them too.
Real easy to knit.
Yes.
Very nice.
These are really fun. This is a local girl. She's from Glendale, I believe. Her company is Rabbits and Robots, and she has all these super fun little kits. And I just finished my little slipper monster last night. But there are sloths and a turtle and tapirs.
Oh.
And I think those are the ones I have, and the turtle. So those are
Oh,
super fun.
cute.
And then there's a Waldorf teacher that has been making these wonderful kits, finger knitting. You know, people are always asking me about finger knitting because we have a Waldorf school nearby. We have wet felting and finger knitting, and those make great gifts for kids. Okay, over here, I just got these in today. Oh, by the way, these are my project bags that I make. And I don't have the snaps on them yet, but the idea is that they have several snaps. So if you're working with more than one color, they can come out there, and then wherever you go, you can have your yarn
Stands up.
bowl. And then you can, keep this here while you're knitting. This is my design, and they're round and they stand up straight. So
And
We
they
have
all have
rates.
different lining inside.
yes, so this is the Loteria one. This, I found this crazy material downtown and I just
Yeah.
had to get it. And then a little of my mom coming out with the holy cards.
Oh, right.
And then this is actually serape material from Guatemala, this one. And then I have
Mhm.
another one that's serape material from here, but this is vintage material.
Oh, that's
Okay, so
great.
speaking of Loteria, my good friend Mona from La Serena Tejeda has just come out with this fabulous Loteria de Lana. That means the lottery of yarn. And so what she's done is she's redesigned, she's an artist, an amazing artist. Check this out. La Mariachi now has baskets of yarn. And then La Chalupa has yarn in her boat. La Luna, Los Músicos, there's yarn. Look, El Project bag, La Serena Tejeda. There she is with her
Ah.
knitted project. And there's the spinning wheel, El Local Yarn Shop, El Borrego, Baracha de Yo, the drunk knitter. And then Coffee and La Dama with her knitting bag. There's one, look at this, Los Pets. La Indie Dyer, that's my favorite, right? So these great kits, they come with the traditional looking, but there's surprises, there's yarny surprises. With these, it's like bingo, right?
Uh-huh.
And I used to play this game when I was little. My mom is Mexican, and we would play with little beans, dried beans.
Mhm.
And when you get like bingo, you
Uh-huh.
win.
So this is like Mexican
great.
bingo.
It is. It's like Mexican bingo, but
It's a family
this-
game.
Yes,
That's
and
cool.
This is updated
That's
to have
great.
for fiber lovers. I mean, this is not available anywhere. You know, it's like she is an LA-based artist who grew up in LA, and she's a Mexican-American woman and is an amazing artist. And so it comes with the cards, the brochure, and the boards.
All right.
Now, another thing she makes, I just want to show you over here because they're so darn cute. We just got these today too. They're stitch markers that are tamales. Isn't that wonderful? And those
Yeah.
are all handcrafted. She makes each one individually,
Wow.
which is kind of crazy. But she does it. She's an artist and she's amazing.
Yeah.
These are other little ones we have from Wee Ones, and they're out of England. And she makes all these little ones too.
Those are
So
adorable.
there's some alpacas, there's little sloths. They're just too cute.
They are.
Look
Now
at
you're
the
making me
cute
want to come to
things.
the store.
What was that?
I said you're making me want to come to the store.
Come on in. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with Crochet Luna. She
No.
is a BIPOC maker, and she makes these fabulous pins, and she just started doing a Z twist yarn for crocheters.
Oh.
But she has all of these really fun pins, like these hands create, knit is life, can't stop, won't stop knitting, crochet powers activate, fluent in
Oh,
yarn.
that's adorable.
All of these really fun pins. What does this one say? One stash to rule them all. Yeah, she's pretty funny. Here's one, craft long and prosper.
Oh gosh, those are great.
Well,
This
I
one would
thought
be
I
mo-
saw Mr. Spock somewhere in the background.
Oh yeah, he's over here.
of
This
the
is my
store.
buddy. And we dress him up sometimes. We put bags on him. Right now he's a little naked, but we put hats on him and we put bags.
Well, he was going to be featured in Yarn Crawl, which
yeah.
was canceled.
We were gonna do Yarn Trek Knitter Prize for Yarn Crawl,
Yeah.
but yeah, didn't turn out. We got
Where did you
COVID
get
instead.
him?
Isn't he fun?
Yeah. Did you go to a convention?
No,
Just
there's
bought it
actually
online.
a Star Trek website. It's just devoted to everything Star Trek,
Of course there is.
which is, of course there is, right?
Of course there is.
So some more accessories that we have. Of course, we have our knitting treat project bags.
I love those.
Isn't that fun? And then we have 2 sizes of these. Oh, there's the knitting tree. And then we have the these guys, the ones with the handles on them over here. So you can
Cool.
see through them.
I love those. I want the nerdy knitters to do that as a member gift one of these years.
Oh yeah, it's great. And I still have bags from my old store, Amano, which is kind of crazy. They
Well,
last forever because they're plastic,
yeah.
but that's what we want them to do, to last a long time. These are bags that are fair trade bags. They are made by Mayan women in Guatemala. And they're beautifully crocheted, with the tapestry crochet technique. And they're sturdy,
Sturdy.
and just wonderful bags. And they have a zipper in them. A lot of times these bags are just like circular
Okay.
with a tie, and these actually have a zipper. So we've got a bunch of those.
Hand crochet.
They're hand crocheted. It's
Yeah.
crazy. And they're
They're
retailing
beautiful.
for $44. But
Oh.
these women are
Wow.
getting paid a fair wage
Hmm.
in Guatemala. So we're happy about that. Is there anything else you want to see?
I don't know. I think we
You've got-
covered it very well.
Well, we are, like I said, we're always doing lots of classes, and we have our Sunday Zoom
Your
at
classes
noon.
always sell out.
Our
This is-
classes do sell out. We have knitting, crochet, weaving, spinning. We haven't done a lot of since COVID, but embroidery,
Mhm.
finishing, all kinds of great stuff. And
Brioche.
And people
Brios,
really should join.
what's the name? I'm
your
talking
Well, it's
knitting. I
different
love
stuff.
it.
movement.
I love it.
And,
Anyway,
and
yeah.
people really
So,
should-
like I said, we're here to support our community.
Yeah.
During these crazy times. Oh, one thing we have that's different from everybody else too is we offer dye workshops. And Nicole Frost of Frost Yarn
Mhm.
approached me several years ago, and she's like, you know, if you set up all this dye workshop, I'll work with you. I'll teach you how to dye. And it's been wonderful. We've had like 5 or 6 dye workshops so far. We had dyeing for spinners and dyeing for knitters. And each one has sold out. It's been really amazing. We have another one coming up in January. And another thing we have coming up is our mentorship program. I wanted to mention that we have, I have personally looked long and hard for dyers of color in Los Angeles. And, you know, we've offered scholarships in every dye workshop we did, but we decided to go a little bit further. And we have picked 6 women, African-American, Latinx, and Asian. And we are helping them for 6 months to teach them how to dye and how to open their own business. And then they'll be able to sell their yarn in the store. And we're super excited about that. We are being sponsored by Nomad Yarns. And if anybody during the holidays, you know, doesn't want to buy another stupid gift, feel free to donate to the program. So we're trying to get everyone a dye kit.
Oh, that's
And
great.
those can be really pricey, but you know, we're raising money for it. On PayPal, they're called LA in Color Mentors @gmail.com. So if you want to donate, or you can donate through our own website, it's LA in Color sponsorship. So I wanted to mention that.
Oh, that's
'cause
wonderful.
It's a really good cause, and we decided we're going to build our indie dyeing community of color here. We're going to start it here, and hopefully it'll ripple out. And we're really excited about it.
Yeah.
Well, tell a bit
that's
more.
exciting.
It's 6 people
It's
for
6
6
people
months.
for
And
6
what do they
months.
get? And there's no charge to
No
them.
charge to them. They get an education in the techniques of dyeing yarn, and then say where do I get my business license, my resale license? How do I open my Etsy shop? How do I approach other stores? How do I make a cohesive collection that
Reflects.
is relevant and reflects their life in
Yeah.
an artistic way? So,
Yeah.
you know, I have an art background, and I come at it from that. Like,
Yeah.
why? What do you have to say? Why are you making what you're making? Not just throw a bunch of colors on the yarn and try and sell
Exactly.
it. So,
Well, let me ask you, that brings up a question. Are you going to be working with them to create colors and to take records so that they can repeat colors and have
Absolutely.
recurring colors on their line?
right. The end goal is to have a cohesive line of yarn that
Yeah.
makes artistic sense, that has a story, that is relevant to them, that they could take those colors and reproduce them.
Yeah.
And like I said, they'll be able to sell here for a while, but simultaneously sell on their own Etsy shop. And that's the thing is, you know, to have these repeatable colors is the only way that you can.
Right, because a shop is going to want to reorder. They sell out of something, or somebody buys 2 skeins and they
Right.
want to reorder. Because I mean, that's something I've seen with a lot of indie dyers, and they are doing great things. It's just that when they say, oh, no, you know, I change all the time and I dye 20 skeins, and when they're gone, they're gone. And I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, I know why they're doing that.
Well, yeah, they're doing it because they don't want to take the time to measure things out. So to
Yeah.
repeat it, I know I was that way at first. I was just like, woohoo.
Yeah.
I love color. I'm a painter. I'm a photographer. And when I first started dyeing, I was just like, oh, I'm going to try this. I'm going to try this. I'm going to try this. But to try and do it again, it's challenging.
Yeah.
Working with Nicole, I now measure everything out. I now take copious notes and photos.
Yeah.
And, you know, even then it's hard to reproduce exactly, but
Right.
you know, you still
Right.
get clothes, which a lot of people can't do.
Even
So-
even the major yarn companies, it's always a dollar. And even your
Yeah.
paint you buy at Home Depot,
Oh yeah.
even
Yeah.
though it's a computer measuring out the pigments, yeah, it's going to be
Yeah.
slightly different, but it's you know, even making the attempt to repeat it, that's building business.
Yeah, it's challenging, but you know, that's what they're gonna need.
Yeah.
And it also forces you, when you have to repeat something, it really opens you up, because you can't just rely on those same things you always do. You know, it's like, okay, well, I've tried this, and this. I've tried that amount of this and this amount of this. Let me change it up a little bit.
Yeah.
And then you really grow as a dyer.
Well,
Because,
by knowing how you got to what you had last time.
right.
Oh, well, what if I only
Yeah.
tweak the green?
Yeah.
You know, yeah. Yeah.
And of course, we still love happy accidents,
Yeah.
but you have to be able to repeat those happy accidents too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. That's
Yeah.
great. I was just thinking of a question. So, what about now? Are you guys, if the in-person festivals come back, and are you participating in any of the virtual festivals as a vendor? Because you used to do Stitches and others.
Yeah, we found that we did them at first, and you know, to really help promote our store, but they get really expensive.
Oh,
And we just found that if we do our own events, or I don't know, we have just a slightly different idea of things now, that we're trying to create more from within
mm-hmm.
than, you know, getting on all of the show bandwagons. You know, since COVID, frankly, I don't have the staff for it anymore.
Oh, yeah.
And I have to put my my time and my resources to things that can really help grow from within.
Yeah.
Like my own line of yarn, like the mentorship program, that really means a lot to me.
Yeah.
I think it will be a ripple effect.
Yeah.
You know, as opposed to, like, I still love all my yarns in the store, and they're my bread and butter, Cascade and all of those. But, you know, if we're going to grow, we have to be forward thinkers.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, always trying to come up with new stuff.
Yeah. Well, one thing I have to say is everybody should follow you on social media. And when we post the video, of course, I'll put all kinds of show notes. And everybody should go to your website and sign up for your newsletter, because I love your newsletters.
Oh, thank you. We work hard on them.
They're fun to get. And I'm just everybody needs to check that out for themselves and follow, because following the progress on this mentorship program is something I'm really going to look forward to.
Yeah, me too. I'm super excited. These women are amazing. Like, young people nowadays, you know, my kids are in their 30s, but they are already doing so much work in their own communities.
Yeah.
And it's just so exciting to chat with them and see what comes of them in their lives and in their creative life.
Yeah, well, that's going to be great to see. I mean, they're going to show us things we never saw before.
Right. Hopefully.
Yes.
That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
You're going to be empowering them in ways that they could never have imagined.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, they're all, we have one biochemist, for God's sake. You know,
yeah.
it's like, these women are smart. They're really smart. But, you know, sometimes that's not enough. Sometimes you need someone to be your mentor.
Yeah.
And I had a few mentors. Nicole's been a mentor. I've had mentors in art school. And those people have made such a difference in my life.
Yeah.
Just to say, you know, I care about what you're doing. And I want to help you by giving you my own experience, but helping it to inform yours, not be your experience too.
Helping people to develop their own voice.
Yes. And I'm really excited about it.
This goes back to something that's been a conversation in in diversity and in the country and in the knitting world,
Mhm.
the old pull yourself up by your bootstraps was always a myth. Nobody ever
Always.
pulled themselves up by their own bootstraps.
Right.
Somebody gave
Right.
them a stool. Somebody gave
Absolutely.
them the boots, you know,
Mhm. Yeah.
and then showed them how to polish their boots.
Yeah.
The former leaders of industry, I won't use any modifiers, they all helped each other out. None of
Oh
those,
yeah.
dare I say, guys, they never did,
Yeah, you can say it.
Mhm.
you know.
But
So
nobody
yeah,
was showing me. I grew up poor. My parents didn't even finish high school. My father's an Italian immigrant. My mother's Mexican, and they were just trying to put food on the table.
Yeah.
And I just had these big ideas like, I'm going to go to college.
Yeah.
I'm going to like move to the big city and all that. And no one helped me, and it led to yes, I got strong, but I wasted a lot of time.
Yeah.
Because one, I didn't even know who to go talk to.
Yeah.
Right.
It really wasn't until I was in art school that people kind of took me under their wing and said, here, let me show you a little something.
Yeah.
Try this.
Yeah.
Or this is where you're supposed to go.
Yeah.
And then you don't have to feel like so alone or like you're the first person that's ever done it.
Right. Yeah. Right.
So I hope, Nicole and I both hope that with our experience, we could make things a little bit easier for people.
Yeah.
And
And
anyway,
bravo.
I could go on.
Yeah. Oh, yes, of course. Bravo to you.
Absolutely.
Like I said, it's going to be exciting to see what happens. And
Yeah.
so, Judy, we're going to have to come back.
Oh, for sure. I
And
mean,
yeah, we're
hopefully
gonna
we
start
can
in
come back
January.
in person.
We're starting our mentorship January, and it's going to go through June. And of course, we're going to have great stuff happening at the shop. We have a skills, like a boot camp thing we're going to do once a month. We're going to have a skill building workshop that people can take on Zoom or in person, just like an hour to like, okay, now we're fixing mistakes. Okay, now we're going to do short rows, just stuff that people need to know that you won't have to take like this big, long, drawn out class for.
Yeah.
So we're excited about that.
That's great. Well, we're going to want to check in with you again.
Awesome. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for this opportunity to talk about what I love. And thank you to my husband, Bruce, for doing the camera work. He's awesome.
Yeah. Thank you, Bruce. And thank you for being with us. I mean, you just make our little YouTube thing here better, like with all the rest of our great guests. And so I'm going to shut off the recorder. And to our viewers, we're going to say, please. Sorry, I'm looking at the controls at the bottom. Please hit the like button if you like us.
Yeah.
What else, Judy?
You guys are great. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Annette. Thank you, Bruce.